Boeing's first crewed Starliner mission is finally heading to the ISS. More on that in moments, but first, Twitch is joining Spotify, Max, Peacock, Crunchyroll, EA, and other content services in everyone's favorite corporate trend of raising subscription prices. Almost as fun as the parallel trend of big tech layoffs. The Amazon-owned company said on Tuesday that Twitch Tier 1 subscriptions in the U.S. will increase from $4.99 to $5.99 on July 11th. This is the first time the monthly cost has gone up for American subscribers. As part of our efforts to help creators build and grow their communities worldwide, the following countries received subscription price adjustments as a part of local subscription pricing, the company wrote in a support article. In a separate X reply, the company clarified that streamers will still earn the same 50 to 70% through Twitch's revenue-sharing program, so they will earn more per subscription, likely the rationalization for the questionable "it's for the creators" framing. However, streamers earning extra revenue depends on Twitch's subscriber numbers staying the same or increasing. An unpopular price hike could lead to a loss of paying subscribers if enough people shirk the increase. For more Twitch updates and for the latest news and reviews on your favorite gadgets, head over to Engadget.com. Boeing's first Starliner flight with a human crew on board has successfully blasted off to space on top of United Launch Alliance's Atlas V rocket, almost a month after it was originally scheduled to launch. NASA astronauts Butch Wilmore and Sunita Williams entered the Starliner capsule and completed necessary checks by 10:08 a.m. Eastern Time. Less than 30 minutes after the astronauts entered the capsule, the CEO of ULA tweeted that the company was working an issue with topping valves on the ground side and that it was running the fix through its Software Integration Lab, SIL, before it's executed. In the end, ULA was able to implement a workaround, and the spacecraft lifted off at 10:52 a.m. Eastern Time. Back on May 6th, the company scrubbed the flight 2 hours after it was originally scheduled to launch after their ground teams detected anomalous behavior by the pressure regulation valve in the liquid oxygen tank of the Centaur upper stage of the ULA Atlas V launch vehicle. The valve was replaced, and the Starliner teams were ready to make another launch attempt when they encountered another issue. They found a small helium leak in the spacecraft's service module. NASA and Boeing had to push back Starliner's launch date in order to investigate the leak and figure out how it would affect the flight. They eventually determined that it didn't pose a threat to the mission's safety, so they scheduled a launch attempt for June 1st. Last week's launch was also scrubbed last minute due to the computer ground launch sequencer not loading into the correct operational configuration after proceeding into terminal count. Aside from the NASA astronauts, Starliner flew with 760 pounds of cargo, including 300 pounds of food and other supplies requested by the crew that's currently on board the International Space Station. Wilmore and Williams will spend 8 days on the ISS conducting tests to help determine whether the Starliner is ready for regular flights to the orbiting laboratory. NASA said that if the mission is completed successfully, it will begin the final process of certifying Starliner and its systems for crewed rotation missions to the space station. Thanks for listening to the show. Make sure to rate, review, and subscribe on Apple Podcasts. Today's show featured journalism by Engadget contributor Mariella Moon and was produced by SpokenLayer. I'm Imran Sheikh, and as always, we'll talk more tomorrow.
SpokenLayer.